everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
こんにちは。Shane です。
Today we're looking at day 2 of instant noodles. Simple, cheap, and tasty. And the vocabulary words are billion.
Billion.
There are over 7 billion people in the world.
Wow. Chip.
Chip.
One of our favorite snacks is potato chips.
Yum. Meanwhile, most people go out to eat at lunchtime. Meanwhile, some bring their own food.
Tend.
I
often tend to read the news in the morning.
Do you?
I do.
Okay, that's why you know so much about the world.
I am so smart. Oh my God.
Do you know anything about instant noodles?
I know everything about instant noodles. Just
really?
ask me. Ask me. Come on. Ask.
Okay.
Oh,
In what country do they eat most instant noodles?
Easy. China.
That's not true.
It is. Chinese eat the most instant noodles, but per person...
Then it's Taiwan.
Taiwanese love instant noodles. And
because it's so cheap and convenient.
I really noticed that when I came to Taiwan, I realized there's actually quite high quality instant noodles.
Sometimes even more expensive than a bento box.
They're really expensive. My wife sometimes will get instant noodles and it's almost like $100 NT for an instant noodle. And I think you can get real food for that price. But she says it's delicious.
It's like in a fancy package, right?
Yeah.
But
the ones I ate when I was growing up, they were like, 10 NT, something like that, or less.
It was very cheap, right? But like you mentioned before, they're really high in salt and fat.
That's true.
So it can be a little bit unhealthy if you're eating it all the time.
How about if you add vegetables and stuff to it? That could help.
I guess that could help a little bit, but try not to eat it every single day.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think if you just think of it like a dessert or something, that you just eat a little bit here and there, you'll be okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Enjoy your instant noodles.
Enjoy.
Instant noodles. Simple, cheap, and tasty.
Today, about 96 billion servings of instant noodles are eaten around the world each year. China eats the most, at around 40 billion packages a year. That's about 28 packages per person. Still, the average Taiwanese eats even more, 32 packages per year.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called Instant Noodles. Simple, cheap, and tasty. Day 2. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. And today and yesterday also we were worshipping Momofuku Ando, the Taiwanese-born Japanese inventor of instant noodles.
That guy, yeah.
Back in 1958, he came up with the idea. Later on, of course, they added some dried vegetables. They put it all in a pot. And now you can get them just about everywhere in Taiwan. And it's not only in Taiwan that instant noodles are popular. They're popular everywhere on Earth, probably even on this, well, maybe not on the space station, because then the water would float away. That wouldn't work. Okay, so that full sentence reads, today, about 96 billion servings of instant noodles are eaten around the world each year. Wow, that is a lot.
96 billion?
96 billion, 96,000 million servings of instant noodles are eaten around the world each year. There's what, around 6.5 billion people in the world? So that's, more than 10 each for every person in the world. Because we're talking about billion, and a billion, this noun, it's 1,000 million, or another way to think of it is 1 with 9 zeros after it. It's a lot, all right? There's a billion people in India. There's a bit more than 1 billion people in China. There are about 6 billion or 7 billion in the world, but 96 billion servings or bowls of instant noodles are eaten around the world each year. That's a lot. For example, yes, there are over 7 billion people in the world. There are over 7 billion people in the world. Oh,
amazing.
That's a lot.
Now, let's get into some stats.
Yeah, where?
Okay,
who,
statistics.
Why? How?
Well, get this. China eats the most.
A lot of people.
They eat the most instant noodles. China eats the most at around 40 billion packages a year, which is almost half of the entire total. And get this, more stats. That's about 28 packages per person per year.
Okay.
That's some very regular Pao Mian eating.
So that's everyone has about 2 bowls a month, something like that. But of course, there are some people who have 0 and some people who eat it every day. But the average is about 28 packages per month. How about in Taiwan? It says still the average Taiwanese eats even more, 32 packages per year. We're number one. We're number one. We eat slightly more than people in China. I wonder what Japan would be, because that's very popular in Japan.
That's a good question. I also wonder how elevated the average Taiwanese person's sodium is.
Sodium, you're talking about salt.
That's salt that's in instant noodles. There's a lot in there.
Yeah.
Anyways, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课文读到，泡面是由日籍台湾人安藤百福所发明的。那当初一开始，泡面是奢侈品，不过它后来演变成便宜又快速又美味的食品。现在每年世界各地吃掉的泡面啊，有将近960亿份呢。那中国吃的最多，一年大约是400亿包，也就是平均每个人吃掉28包左右。不过台湾人还是比较厉害，平均每年每人吃掉32包。好，文中的补充单字 serving 在这里它是指一份，像是食物的一份啊，饮料的一份等等。那么单字 billion 是指10亿，也就是1后面加9个0。好，话说回来，泡面并不是健康的食物，它的钠含量很高。那刚刚 Jeff 老师用到 sodium 这个字 ，sodium 就是指钠。那老师还有用到 elevated 就是用来形容升高的、提高的或是高的。介华课文中
Instant noodles. Simple, cheap, and tasty.
One major reason instant noodles are so popular is that they're quite cheap. A single pack can be purchased for as little as 8 NT dollars. Of course, it's still not wise to eat instant noodles too often since they're high in fat and salt. In Taiwan, some types of instant noodles aren't cooked before eating. Blocks of these noodles are broken up and seasoning is added. The pieces are eaten like chips.
Okay, now everyone loves instant noodles.
Yep.
Now, in 1958, when they first came out, instant noodles were super expensive, and that is no longer the case. Yes, one major reason instant noodles are so popular is that they're quite cheap. They're quite inexpensive.
That's right. That's a major or a big reason why people love them. It says a single pack can be purchased for as little as 8 NT dollars. 8 NT dollars is pretty cheap. I can't really think of a lot of food you can get at a local store that's less than 8 NT dollars. When you're talking about purchased, it's just another way of saying buy. You can buy a pack of instant noodles for as little as 8 NT dollars. But of course, this is a very good point we kind of mentioned. Of course, it's still not wise to eat instant noodles too often since they're high in fat and salt. So if you're thinking, hey, 8 NT dollars times 3, I can eat all my food for $24 a day.
Yeah, if you want to have a heart attack because of high sodium levels in your blood or a lot of salt in your blood or fat as well, yeah, go ahead and do that, but take it easy. All jokes aside, take it easy on the instant noodles. They're cheap, but you can't eat them all the time. Anyways, more on instant noodles. In Taiwan, some types of instant noodles aren't cooked before eating.
Yeah.
They're not cooked before eating. They're kind of like raw noodles.
You eat them in the crunchy form without having the hot water added. Blocks of these noodles are broken up and seasoning is added. The pieces are eaten like chips. They come in the little package. You break them up, open up, you pour in kind of like a salt and pepper thing, shake it up, and then you eat it dry and crunchy like chips, like potato chips.
So these are still instant noodles that we're talking about. They're just not prepared by adding water to them, and you still eat them, and you eat them apparently like chips.
Kids love them.
Cool. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about chips. Here the word chip is being used as a noun. You guys know what chips are. Doritos, Lay's. Everyone loves chips. Usually a chip is a piece of potato that has been sliced and then fried, and then you add salt and flavoring to it, and they're delicious. They're crispy and wonderful and great, but like instant noodles, they're high in sodium and fat, so take it easy on the chips. Have them only every once in a while, not all the time. For example, one of her favorite snacks is potato chips.
She likes her potato chips. Also, yes, high in salt, so maybe not have them every day. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more about instant noodles. Will we be back in an instant?
We will.
All right.
泡面会这么受欢迎，其中一个主要的原因是它们非常便宜，新台币8元就可以买到一包泡面了。那当然，太常吃泡面是不好的，因为它们的油脂还有盐分都很高。课文接着介绍呢，在台湾有一些种类的泡面不用煮就可以吃了。他说的应该就是王子面、科学面这一类的点心。那你只要把这些块状的干面弄碎，然后再加上调味料，把它摇一摇，就像吃洋芋片一样，一块一块的享用。好，单字 chip。Chip 它是指薯片或是洋芋片，也可以指碎片。老师们刚刚用到2个形容词，可以学起来。Crunchy 就是松脆的，咬起来咔吱咔吱作响的。还有一个形容词是 crispy 它是形容酥脆的、清脆的。再来看补充单字 purchase 它是动词，表示购买。接回课文中。
Instant noodles. Simple, cheap, and tasty.
In South Korea, instant noodles are often served at restaurants in army stew. Meanwhile, Indonesians tend to add cabbage and fried eggs to their instant noodles. Instant noodles have even been to space, but you only need to go to your nearest supermarket to get some. Are you ready for a nice hot bowl of one of Japan's greatest creations?
All right, before the break, we talked about泡面, instant noodles.
Yes.
Now, in Taiwan, people eat instant noodles in kind of an interesting way. They eat them as though they were potato chips or something like that. Get this. In South Korea, they serve instant noodles in a cool way as well. Yes, in South Korea, instant noodles are often served at restaurants in army stew.
Yeah, army stew. I've had this. It's got 2 great foods in it, instant noodles and Spam. And they throw it all
2
together.
great foods.
It's actually, it's really, really good. But it's from back in the old days when South Korean people didn't have a lot of money after the war. And this was actually kind of a special food that you would have for holidays. Because remember, instant noodles used to be quite fancy and expensive. So there you go. Check that out in South Korea if you ever go. Meanwhile, Indonesians tend to add cabbage and fried eggs to their instant noodles. A lot of people do. They like to take instant noodles and then kind of jazz it up, make it a little bit more exciting and interesting by adding some of their favorite things. That's one of the fun things about instant noodles. Notice there, we use the adverb meanwhile. When we're using meanwhile, we're often kind of telling a story, and we're showing you that these 2 different things might have happened at different times, or in different places, but probably around the same time, okay? So Bob was leaving his house. Meanwhile, his girlfriend was already waiting for him at the restaurant. So we know these 2 bits of action are happening, but they're in different places, but around the same time. So Korean people do it this way, but at the same time, or meanwhile, Indonesian people or other people do it another way. For example, most people go out to eat at lunchtime. Meanwhile, some bring their own food. So this is 2 ways of doing lunch at the same time, but in different ways or different places.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on and talk about the verb tend. If somebody tends to do something, this is how this person normally does things or normally act. So, people there in Indonesia, how do they usually eat their instant noodles? They usually add fried egg and cabbage. This is how they normally do things. This is how you can expect them to act, let's say. If you went to Indonesia, okay, this is how people would be eating instant noodles. They would meet your expectations in this regard. Anyways, yes, if you tend to do something, this is how you behave or act on a regular basis. For example, I often tend to read the news in the morning, so when I wake up in the morning, I always read the news, or I almost always read the news. Now, earlier we joked about instant noodles in space. Oh, what a mess they would make up there where there's no gravity.
Yeah.
But instant noodles have been to space. Get this, instant noodles have even been to space. But you're lucky, but you only need to go to your nearest supermarket to get some.
That's right. Not even your nearest supermarket, just your nearest convenience store. So they are everywhere. They're very popular. And of course, we've been talking about many of the reasons why. So here's a question that I think I can guess the answer to. Are you ready for a nice hot bowl of one of Japan's greatest creations? Most of you might say yes. Maybe not now, but sometime later. Maybe when you're hungry. Maybe when you need a snack. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Anyways, what do you think? Here's our what do you think question to really finish it off for today. Do you like eating instant noodles?
Yeah, of course I do. I do. I like instant noodles because I think instant noodles are delicious. Also, living in Taiwan, I'm amazed at the variety that you can get here in America. You can get chicken and you can get beef.
That's it?
Those are the flavors you can get in Taiwan. The sky is the limit. All right, folks, that's it for our lesson on instant noodles. And it's time for us to say bye-bye.
Take care.
接着我们来到南韩，南韩餐厅里面的部队锅常常会有泡面，那同时印尼人常常会在这个泡面里面加入高丽菜还有煎蛋，让它的风味更丰富。Mike 老师用到一个片语 jazz something up。Jazz something up， 它是指使什么更有趣，使什么更吸引人。好，这边还有两个单字 ，meanwhile 是副词，表示同时，与此同时。那么 tend 这个动词表示往往或是倾向于怎么样，我们可以用 tend to 加上原形动词来表达经常做某事。那 Jeff 老师刚刚用到 on a regular basis， 这表示规律地或是经常定期。顺便补充一下文中的 Indonesian 表示印尼人，那么 stew 表示炖菜焖菜 Army stew 就表示部队锅。Mike 老师说他有去吃过部队锅，他说部队锅里面呢，除了有泡面，通常也会有 spam 是一种罐装压缩的肉块。好，那课文最后提到，泡面甚至有上过太空哦。不过啊，我们只需要到家里附近的超市或是便利商店就买得到了，而且种类非常非常多。Jeff 老师他在赞叹台湾的泡面种类真是太多，无止境诶。老师用到 The sky is the limit， 字面上的意思是以天空为边际，那其实就是像天空一般的无边无际，也就是指无止境、无上限。好啦，以上是这个讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍两个文法重点。第一个是 as 加上形容词或副词加上 as。第二个是 since 的不同意思及用法。首先，我们来学习 as 加上形容词或副词加上 as。as 加上形容词或副词加上 as 表示和什么什么一样，这是原级比较的句型，形容词和副词都要用原形。以下介绍两种常用句型。第一种是 be 动词加上 as 形容词 as 加上名词，名词后方可以保留 be 动词，也可以省略不用。例如 My niece is as tall as I am， 或是 My niece is as tall as I， 我侄女和我一样高。第二个句型是动词加上 as 副词 as 加上主词加动词，当比较的对象动词相同时，后方的动词可以用助动词代替，也可以省略不用。例如 He runs as fast as his brother does， 或是 He runs as fast as his brother， 他跑得跟哥哥一样快。顺便补充一个相关用法，as little as 可以用来表达数字或是数量非常少，出乎意料的少。例如 In the city, scooters can be hired for as little as $150 a day。 在那个城市可以只用一天新台币150元的价格租到机车。As little as $150 字面上的意思是指和新台币150元一样少，意思就是强调少到只有新台币150元。最后， 我们来学习 since 的不同意思及用法。第一种是指因为、既然，用来引导表示原因的子句。例如 Since it's raining outside, we should cancel the picnic. 既然外面在下雨，那我们应该取消野餐。第二种是指自从什么什么，从什么什么以来，这时候可以当连接词来连接子句，或是当介系词来接名词，表示起始的时间点。例如He has worked for the company since 2009. 他从2009年以来就一直在那间公司工作。句中的 since 是当介系词。再看个例句 She hasn't played volleyball since she graduated from high school. 她从高中毕业以来就没有打过排球了。句中的 since 是当连接词。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽。See you next time. Bye.
欢迎收看《就爱讲英文》，我是悠悠，
我是季安。
通常呢，在求职这个问答之后，最实际的问题、最现实的问题就是 money money money。
Always sunny。
对，怎么谈呢？薪资，
薪资好，我们先认识薪资这个字，就是薪水是 salary。
所
以呢，他会问说啊，你想要多少，对不对？他不会直接那么
不会
对直接，他说 What are you expecting？What are you expecting in terms of salary?
What are you expecting in terms of salary?
对 ，in terms of 就是就什么什么而言，OK， 那就薪水这个面向而言呢 ，What are you expecting？ 你的期望值，你的期待是什么？
好难回答哦。
对，或者是呢 ，How much do you expect to earn at this position?
How much do you expect to earn at this position?
对，在这个职位上，
你想赚多少钱
？Earn 就是赚钱 ，OK。
可是你知道，刚初入社会的人，他没什么条件可以跟人家谈价码，怎么说呢？
那你就跟他说，
又不想被压榨，
就合理的我都接受。
哎呦，
对不对？
这 range 好大。
对，这个就把
哟
丢回去了。I consider any reasonable offer.
I'd consider any reasonable offer.
对，offer 的话呢，这边当名词，好，就是他提出来的这个待遇，好，他给你的这个待遇。I'd consider any reasonable offer 这样。
哎，那说我 OK 的啦，我也很好谈的，怎么讲
？I'm flexible.
哦，我很弹性。
对，一个月22K 或88K 都可以这样，很有弹性。
这弹性也太大了吧？
对。
但是聊完薪资呢，也要问这个劳健保很重要啊，对不对？还有休假，还有自己的权益嘛，对不对？福利，万一结婚生孩子有没有
？Yeah.
对。
好，这些福利呢，在英文里面就是一个字而已 ，benefits。
Benefits，
所以 tell me about employee benefits，
直接讲吗？
对，
直接问哦。
对啊
，Tell me about employee benefits。
employee benefits，员工身为员工有哪些福利，有哪些利益这样好，所以呢 ，employment benefits 也是可以了哈，所以 employment 或者 employee benefits 都 OK。那他可能会跟你说，我们有这个什么健保啦、牙医的保险啦，什么什么都有这样哈。We offer full health and dental coverage。And 2 weeks paid vacation.
Oh, we offer full health and dental coverage and 2 weeks paid vacation.
Paid vacation 就是什么？有薪假。
2个礼拜哦。
对，2个礼拜14天。对，那无薪假就是 unpaid vacation。
OK， 来看今天的
life action.
What are you expecting in terms of salary?
Salary of
Yeah.
I would consider any reasonable offer.
Okay. So, do you have any questions about our company? No?
Please tell me about employee benefits.
Yeah, sure. We offer full health and dental coverage and 2 weeks paid vacation.
2 weeks.
Yeah.